And I am Tacit, and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 17, Week 3, Day 7. So today, we're going to be finishing up the Vault event weekend, which we're pretty much already done with. I think we have to run like 2 more Paloozas, and we'll be good to go. Aside from that, yeah, let's go over all the spoilers for next week and the entire month, because we did get the event calendar yesterday. We went over a little bit yesterday on stream, and might as well go over it a little bit right now as well. Before we do go into it again, let's go over the actual event for next week, the official one. So we have the Pandemonium events, which the Sheji Shis add to the game. This one is actually the invasion troop, if I'm not mistaken. It ends up dealing some damage to an enemy. Yeah, it's the invasion troop. And it gains a bunch of attack, life, and armor at about a 0 number. Alright, so at least has some score reduction, which is pretty much all you want from a invasion troop, so that's good to go. As far as the Glory troop, we're getting the Pandalista. 14 mana cost, red, yellow. It does a bunch of true damage to 2 random enemies, so almost like a mini Tina 9000, it looks like. Though I guess this is construct, not mech. And it's boosted by Urska allies. Interesting. Urska the typing, not Urskia the kingdom. Interesting. What's the boost ratio on that? Because of course it doesn't say. The boost ratio is somewheres. It is 3 times. So for every single Urska ally, up to 12, it'll do 2 additional damage. It says 12 additional true damage to 2 targets. That's not that much meta damage, especially if you already have Tina 9000. Even early game, I don't really see much of a use case for this at 14 mana cost with no follow-up. That's a bit of a high mana cost for how little this thing does. Its traits are okay, if nothing else, but yeah, that ability is pretty underwhelming for that high of a mana cost. It's way too high to be usable, even if you're using a pure Urska team, which is very unlikely in Shentang itself. But even if you were, that's barely any damage at all. For 14 mana costs with no follow-up at all. A little unfortunate. I could have added like a few explodes there or something else. But yeah, I see no use case for this. It's just too weak. And if you have Tina 9000, you use it 100% of the time instead of this thing. Even though it's mech instead of construct, but still. But even under construct, I guess you would use Lord or Slaughter most of the time. So even if you don't have Lord or Slaughter, it has to be something better on construct than this thing. This thing is pretty underwhelming. Anything else that we have going on? Let's see. We got that. We got that. Oh, yeah, we're also getting this new wand. It's basically explodey weapon for Urskas. Not to be confused with Urskia. Specifically the typing of Urska, not the Urskia kingdom. So we'll be getting that finally for Urskas. Kind of funny that's not from Urskia specifically. This is a Shentang weapon. But it's the Urska explodey weapon from Shentang. Anyways, trial changes. Oh! This is our first trial for, what's it called? Ooh, okay, cool. Wait, what's it right now? What is Shentang's current battle? Is it actually good? Because maybe I'll do a few battles with it right now. Where is it? Where's Shentang? Should be right here. There it is. Let me go check something. Our current team is pretty much nothing. Oh no, 12 mana for 12 mana. These days, honestly, that's not too bad given how much the other things got nerfed. Tulio's a lot of mana. Penglong. Alright, currently it's spam Penglong to win. What is the new team? Spam Penglong to win. Interesting. Emperor Liang. Emperor Liang, what do you do again? Wait, is it easier before compared to now? Because we still have him, we still have Penglong. These two are different. Let me go to Liang then, I guess. So we're dropping Tulio, we're dropping Spellblade. Spellblade does nothing. Tulio does do something though. And we're getting the Liang troops. That's not how you spell Liang apparently. Oh, the A before. Oh no, it's the other way around. Aha. Destroy all gems of a chosen color. Give all allies matching that color a bunch of life and magic. So you basically just enchant and do nothing else. Explode a gem and deal some scatter damage. If the other trip is still alive, barrier the first 2 out. Oh, okay, that'll actually be easier. I forgot this thing does anything. But in the case of this battle, it's actually going to be really easy with Hound of Liang. Because you're going to get double barrier per cast, so you're never going to die ever. And it has some mana link. So yeah, this will overall be way easier than what it is now. Emperor Liang doesn't really do much beyond enchant, but this thing is double barrier spam. Which that alone is enough to never die with. And then you just keep casting Penglong until you win. Both of them still have the same strategy. You cast Penglong until you win, over and over again. Exact order will be Meat Shield, Penglong, Hound of Liang probably, and then Emperor Liang probably in the back or something similar. Maybe Penglong a little bit further down, just keep it safe. As Penglong is 100% your entire team, even more so next week. when they change it. So yeah, just spam Pengalong until you win. You have double barrier. You have enchant. So it should be fine. It might be a little bit of a long fight, but it should be pretty straightforward. Just make sure you always have barrier. Let's see. And what are we getting? Panda's Guard, Hound of... This is the thing that we'll have on the other team. Alright, and our team that we have to face isn't that annoying either. I was hoping they wouldn't get, like, Yagway or something. They got Hound of Yagway, but not Yagway, so we're fine. If they did both of them, that'd be kind of scary, but no, they just did Hound of Yagway, not Yagway himself. Yeah, should honestly be pretty easy. And there we go. Anyways, calendar. So, this dropped yesterday, the entire calendar for the month of February. Obviously, it's not February yet, but it's about to be February. We're currently on this week right here. We just went over Invasion. I didn't mention it yet, but we have Bounty Hunter next week. Aside from that, the biggest thing that we have going on this month is the 2-week period of Lunar New Year. This is starting on Monday the 5th, and it's going to be going for 2 weeks long. We're going to be getting actually 3 pets within pretty much a week period of time. We're going to be getting a new pet on that Monday, though you might not earn it until about Tuesday or Wednesday because, you know, you need to get enough points. I'm personally probably not picking up until like Thursday or something. But you will get a new pet, a new legend. The armor is probably the same. And obviously the power orb's the same. Be able to get a new legend and a new pet that goes and corresponds with that legend. Aside from this, we have the Lunar New Year pet of 2024, which is the Year of the Dragon. We'll be getting that this Wednesday. And then the Wednesday after that, of course, is Valentine's Day. So we're getting the Valentine's Day pet for 2024 as well. Which reminds me, I wonder if we're getting 2 special codes next month. Because we have 2 big holidays right back to back. Maybe we'll get one of the old Valentine's Day pets and one of the old Lunar New Year pets. We'll find out. What else do I want to go over here? That's pretty much it, honestly. That and Vault events on the 23rd. But that's pretty much everything relevant happening next month. Everything else is pretty standard. We're getting a Lunar New Year event starting on the 5th. A new pet on both the 7th and the 14th for Lunar New Year and Valentine's respectively. And I think this is a gem sale. I have no clue what that is. And actually, this might be one of the old lunar pets. I have no clue. Something's going on that day. Maybe something microtransaction thing. I have no clue. It's weird that falls on a Saturday. Because sometimes when things fall on a Saturday, it's like, oh, we're getting an old pet. But they haven't done that in a very long time. Actually, I think it's been almost a year since they've done a new pet on, or not a new pet, but a old pet returning on Saturday. They did that for like 2 years for a little while. And then they kind of stopped completely. Adding back some of the older pets that were like from season passes and stuff like that. Hopefully they do that again. Because there's still a lot of pets that are basically money locked in the current state of the game that have never once been available for free by any means. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much everything. And mark your calendars for the 23rd as this next Vault weekend. But anyways, it is still Vault weekend right now. So let's go do Vault weekend things. We don't have that much more to go. Our goal was to get to 200 or 300 Vault keys. We are currently at 284. I can get there literally in one Palooza. We're probably running 2 tonight and just clearing out whatever dailies and everything else we still have to do. But that's pretty much the game plan. Anyways, with that being said, let's go clear them out. Adventure board, done. Oh, that was quick. Win 5 PvP fights. Should probably do that real quick. We did I keep thinking we can get to PvP that way. I do that every single time. I click right in the middle, like, oh, that's how you get out of PvP. You can get in there too. Nope, not how it works. Alright, I already got these 2 pets. Combat, yeah, I already got that. Nothing else there. We're hoarding these for now, till later. Nothing we need to do there. Why is it highlighted? Anyways. We're not getting demoted. Somehow. We barely did any battles. Looks like a lot of people go into that bare minimum area now, too. Though some people... Actually, honestly... if I had more time, I would go for 3rd place. Only 20,000? For a deep book? I wish I had more time. I won't be able to. I kind of mentioned it the other night. I didn't mention it yet tonight. But I got to get to bed very early tonight because I want to cover the video before I go to the dentist. Because if I don't cover the video before I go to the dentist, we probably won't have a video up until like very long. Like it might not be until Tuesday. Because I probably won't be able to talk properly in that morning. There's also a small chance I won't be streaming tomorrow night, by the way. We likely will be, but there is a chance we're not. Depends if I still feel up to it by then. Luckily, this appointment's really early in the morning. So by, 8 p.m. at night, like this time, I should be fine. But, oh no, I was really out of it last time. I feel like I'll be more used to it now since I just had it done, like 4 days ago, 5 days ago. So I'm kind of more used to it compared to having it done previously, like 7 years ago. So I'm a little more used to everything. Probably won't be as lightheaded. Probably able to talk a bit more easily earlier. But I don't know what I have to say. Yeah, I need to get the video done before I go, otherwise it is going to get super delayed. And the appointment, I think I have to leave by almost like 7 to get there. 7, 8, somewhere around there. I need to double check the time. I know it's really early. Oh, get Tesla up. A little bit more mana. I saw over one, by the way. I didn't say any little hose. I didn't even realize my PvP was this low this week. 21,000 points and we get a whole deep book. I feel so tempted to go grind that out, to be honest. The only problem with that is we're talking like an hour and a half to 2 hours of PvP. And I really don't have time for it today. Which I would have noticed that earlier. I did not realize my PvP was so easy to do. Also, thank you, I didn't say it earlier, but thank you, Lester, for the 69. Greatly appreciated. Anyways, let me go down the line. Hello, Nightmare. Hello, that is Mr. Z, right? I'm confused if that's even Mr. Z anymore. Hello, Captain. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Nightmare. Hello, yeah, that is Mr. Z, right? The very long name. Hello, Tyrion. Let's see. Hello, Jonian. Hello, Defiant. Hello, Henry. Hello, Bill. Hello, Lester. Hello, Defiant. Hello, Isabel. Hello, I'm repeating names. Hello, Frank. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Draco. Hello, Frank. Hello, Supernova. Hello, Cynical. Hello, Miss Insane Witch. Hello, Michael. Hello, hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Kikolia. Hello, Mark. Let's see. Cynical is here, so at least someone will read your comments. Let's see. I normally read your comments. Let's see. Hello, Chad. Thank you once again, Lester. Greatly appreciated. Hello, Imperial. Hello, Minnie. Hello, Draco. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Gustavo. Hello, Bill. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's go win this battle. Hey, we got a pet gnome. Not sure if the guild needs it right now, but there it is. We'll find out when it gets activated. Do we need a pet gnome? We do. Oh, it's that one fox thingy, the fire fox. I can't remember what bonus that is for. Do I even have that? Let me do a few more PvP fights first, and we'll go check. Because for whatever reason, even though you generally activate them through PvP, there is nowhere in the PvP menu to get to your pet menu. You have to go all the way back to the other menu that's not remotely associated to PvP to get all the way to the pet that is activated from PvP, which is a huge oversight on their part, probably, when they ended up making the PvP system as it is right now. As the main mode you activate pets from is in a completely different menu than where you go and do your pets, which is exceedingly inconvenient. And hopefully it'll change in an upcoming patch. Obviously, the most recent patch was the PvP patch, so probably going to still be getting a lot of tweaks going out throughout the year. Very curious to see what happens in the next patch in regard to it. Because, like, half the patches, if not more, are probably going to be PvP related this year. Probably reworking Guild War, reworking PvP more, other things, maybe rebalancing some troops in the game that desperately need it. Either buffs and or nerfs. Okay, one more fight and we should have enough battles, I believe. I took the Puzzle Quest 3 menuing to death and headed it to Gems of War. Yeah, that game definitely over-menued itself, that's for sure. Also, thank you, Cynical, for the $3 tip. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. I will throw that one down. I'll take that one over. Your last little bit of mana, double Tesla, and that should be the last PvP we have to do this week. Though, if I would have known we had to do so little to get a deep book, I would have went for it. This was like the freest deep book we ever had. And I'm not even going to be able to go claim it, unfortunately. But, yeah, it was only 20,000 for a deep book. Well, technically 21. Oh, pretty much 20,000. I'm still so tempted. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that tonight, though. I don't have time to get 12,000 points right now. So, we're just going to do, the other thing. Anyways, let's go clear all of our dailies. Did that. Did that. Do I need this pet? Yes, I do. I thought I did. Let's go take it real quick. We'll be doing it with, of course, the good old Stellarix team. Yeah, a lot of things with the PvP menu doesn't make a lot of sense. The main one that always throws me off is you can leave the PvP menu by clicking on the middle, which is the main way that you leave it. But clicking on the middle doesn't get you to the PvP menu, which is so ridiculously confusing. Because you click it to leave it, but not to get to it. And I always click on middle, trying to get to it. and then just magically go to Underworld, and it's like, wait, why am I here? And I remember it's like, oh yeah, you have to click the PvP button. It's a very strange layout for it. Our main goal for the rest of the stream, other than finishing up dailies, which shouldn't take too much longer. I think the only one we have left is, what, Underspire? Oh, that and Dungeon. But, main goal is going to just be do 2 Paloozas. I think 1 Palooza will already get us 300, but we're going to do 2. Get to a nice 13, though. 12 will be enough to get it done, which is actually interesting, because last time it was enough, too. Normally 12 is not enough to finish a faction event. No, I will eventually say the right one. 12 normally isn't enough to get 300 Vault Keys, but we actually did it 2 Vault events in a row, surprisingly. Normally you need 13 to hit 300 on average. We had back-to-back Vault weekends that actually did it in only 12. Which means we got pretty lucky both times. Oh, so we are absurdly lucky on Epic Vault Keys this time. We're at least 5, if not 7, above what we should have right now. Because the number I currently have is counting all my pity. Even if that had no pity in it, our Epic Vault Key is still above what it should be right now. Because right now our Epic Vault Key should be about 30, 31. Assuming every single one of those wasn't pity. But that's including our, like, 30-something pity keys in our current vault number right now. I think 35. So we're way above where we should be right now. Oh no, this is going to be the Infinite Revive Inferno King. Well, instead of Furnace. I always call him Furnace for some reason. 2 very different troops. Ah, there we go. And we get double of it. We go upgrade the little guy. Where is it? Pets, upgradable, troops, upgrade. Where's the thing? Collection, pets, upgrade. There it is. Alright, grab that, thank you. Grab that again. And there we go. Alright, next. So we get a little bit more fire mastery that will pretty much never trigger. It made our 60... Actually, I can show you exactly what it did. It made our 65 point something percent go from 65 point something percent, except maybe 0.0001 higher. There we go. That's what that pet upgrade just did. But hey, maybe it'll trigger after we take about 100,000 red matches. Alright, we did that. Only thing left is Dungeon and Underspire right next to each other. And it's Diamond Day. And Trap Day. And apparently Bottom 3 Day. Alright, let me go buy this before I forget. It's always worth it every Sunday. Technically it's worth it every single day if you don't have every mythic in the game. So it is particularly worthwhile on Sundays. Oh, what am I even looking for? I guess just Stellarix. This is pretty much everything these days. We just run Stellarix. It's just all for pretty much everything. I click Stellarix a few times, it'll all die. Obviously, when we do team building videos, I try not to include it. But it is just so good right now. Also, could you not block my mana? That'd be great. Block my purple more than throw. Alright, how are we losing this fight? I need you to go get mana before you die, ideally. Nice. Just do 2 more extra turns. Come on. Nice. Oh, not nice. Nice. There we go. What a weird fight. Stellarix is in a bit of a dangerous location on this team, but it's mostly just so it's not blocked by a billion things that block it on mana. The other alternative is put in first slot, but that is generally too dangerous to do. Especially if it goes slow in mana. The most ideal location for it would be third. Third is still the safest location where you can put anything in the game, overall. Based on how things distribute damage. But, it's kind of hard to do that unless you put, like, Leprechaun or something in front of him. Or Sensia, which would be kind of awkward if you're using, like, a Sensia build. So it's normally not worth it. I guess occasionally you put Wand in front of him, but it's only if you really need Bless and or Curse. Like, you know for sure the battle you're doing has, like, Submerge or something. Anyways, only one thing left as far as dailies, and that is Underspire. We have actually technically finished Underspire. the reason we're down here is to go find dead-end rooms, as we finished it last night, and now it's just trying to cash in our rooms to see if we can find some extra juicy loot down one of these paths. We are currently using... do I just keep this team? I guess I am. I switched to what's this thing called? I switched to Shagarath spam with a Mang in the middle. I did this because it was a lot safer for the final fight. Because all you have to do is get one silence down on Diamantina and you auto one pretty much. But, yeah, let's just go test out on these. Why not? Why not? Obviously, this isn't the Ultra Skull spam team we were running earlier. But this is a really cheap team. This is pretty much the cheapest thing you can run. It's 3 of a legend that you can get very easily from a faction with Mang. And the Mang alone's already enough to win. Alright, we need brown. Oh, that would give him mana, though. We'll take the other one. He's getting a bunch of armor. I still can't take brown. We'll take that now since it doesn't block him. Take the other one. Let me get that free mana. Grab all that. Skull to skull. Alright, we have our silence. It's good to go, though the main one I need to get silenced is the one that's about to kill us right now. He is entangled, so if I can somehow kill first slot right now, that'd be great. There's currently no way to do so, though. Unless I randomly get a skull out of nowhere. So we'll do that. Poke him back. Poke him in a way that he can't poke us back. We can now finally silence him, so he can't do anything. And we should kind of be good to go. Ideally, we'd get a barrier off of brown, which you just denied. He really does not want us taking that color. It should be good to go. Poke him. Poke him again. And it should be match. Do you double tap when there's only one left? Probably not. Doesn't matter. We just mang him down. No! We got nothing! Oh, yeah, I should put that into consideration, too. Going down areas that already have a merchant room. Because otherwise you could find the merchant room and then find nothing, like we just did. Alright, where is the most value? We probably have to go too deep on. Okay, here we go. Here's a nice one. Let me go switch back to Eye of Argus team. So for this, I'm going to get a nice diverse team of Eye of Argus, Eye of Argus, Eye of Argus, Eye of Argus, and empower into the other thing. I'm not even going to bother changing my banner. It's fine. Alright, seems good to me. We're back and repaired to a normal team. Perfectly balanced. Just spam your entire team with every Eye of Argus you own. And that's match. Hey, found tier 4 room. Nice. Hopefully something good in here. We haven't gotten a legend from this thing for like 2 months. We've gone so long without a legend now. Come on, legend. Or anything that doesn't look horrifically bad, though preferably legend. That is not either of those two things. Okay. Well, that might be worth going for. It's not immediately going to give us loot, though. I think we've depleted every path that will immediately give us something. Oh, no, there's this one. Well, that's not going to immediately give us something. That's a 1, 2, 3. The problem is we're probably going to have to go too deep into both of these. We're going to have to go 1, 1 over there and then 1, 1 to go over there. That's the only problem with that one right there. But we don't really have a better option anywhere on the map. Our next best would be... Yeah, that would be it. Unless we take the double in like one of the earlier sections. Yeah, this actually is our best bet. But we're probably going to have to move twice in both directions. Is the only problem with it. Did you check the pet? You've been AFK. Wait, which pet? What pet are you referring to? Which pet? Let's see. What do we need here? We'll take the skull. Do whatever. Get our other skull. Do you revive already? That's not nice. I'll take that one over. See if we can get a lime in here. The answer is no. There we go. And yeah, we'll just whack it. Oh yeah, I already got the pet and did it. It was for extra fire mastery. Yep, and exactly what I said just occurred. We have to go twice in both directions. The reason for this is it was 3 off from the primary path rather than 4. If it was 4 off, it likely would have ended in a double dead end. But because it was 3, it's going to double path into both directions. And the other one could technically triple path if we haven't found the merchant in this area yet. Which means if we haven't found the merchant in this area, we actually don't go down the other path, because it's almost guaranteed to be the merchant route. rather than a dead end room. Unless we already found the merchant, in which case it's fine to do. No, it's a normal dead end. Alright, have we found the merchant in this section? No? Yes, we have. Okay. So it's safe to go down twice then. Because this can be a dead end room. Otherwise, it probably would have been the merchant. No, we got nothing twice. Okay, we got 3 torches left. Do we have any path that is slightly scouted towards? At all? Even like one room? Alright, that one's not scouted at all. That one's not scouted at all. I think we have to do the final section, unfortunately. Oh, this one is. Okay, I think we go here. Because this one's already 3 deep. Which means 3 torches can get to... Wait, can it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As long as it doesn't go 6 deep, we can get it there. Yeah, that'd be our best bet. Because we took every other alternative actually already. I think I should go check, though. Have we gotten the merchant in this section yet? Where'd the path I was just talking about go? Wait, where'd it go? Wait, what path was I just looking at? Because that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Wait, where's the path I was literally just looking at? Oh, there it is. Alright, blue to purple section. Have we found the merchant yet? No. Oh, that's bad. Alright, let's just hope it's not the merchant, I guess. I guess we could technically go 1 there. It's only a 2 off. It's very unlikely to be dead end room, though. We'll do it if we somehow still have a torch left. I'm just gonna go over here and hope it's not merchant. There's a chance it is, though, unfortunately. I probably should have taken that skull. We still got double skull out of it, so I guess it worked out. Oh, nice. Free value. Fortunately, everything on this team is score reduction. We don't have enrage. One big bad thing about this team. Also, I somehow took that in a way that we didn't get extra turn. Despite there being like 3 different ways we could take it. Ooh, double dead end. That's even better. Ooh. Watch them still be both nothing somehow. That sounds like something that would happen. Spend 50 gems that we saved from Pure Faction. Oh yeah, we haven't spent 50 gems yet, did we? Yeah, I'll go do that as well, I guess. The only problem is we have to go pretty deep on the other ones. Like, we'll probably spend 50 gems to get nothing. I guess it's worth it for a legend roll. Or potential chance at one. No, it happened. Alright, we'll take this one just to see if there's anything over here. Alright, this will actually determine it. If there's nothing over here, I'm not going to bother spending the 50 gems, I don't think. Because we're pretty much out of good options. Because every other path, we have to go like 6 deep. We're going to get 1 roll for 5 torches. And of course, that could still be just a straight up dead end as well. No! Yeah, we didn't get anything there. Yeah, there's almost no path left. There's over there, there's over there. They're all in deep sections, too. There's one over there. Like, there's not an early... Actually, that's not true. We do have these other double paths over here. You know what? We actually will go for the torches. But I'm going to take it in an earlier sectional one, the double paths. Like this one right over here. So we'll go for the 50 gem, but we're taking in, like, the very first section. Because all the ones in the later section just aren't worth it. We're going to have to go, like, 4 rooms deep into really annoying fights. And the chance of them having higher rarity there, I don't believe is any different. I'm pretty sure it's weighted evenly. Like, you can still get legendary rooms and such in, like, the first section. Even mythic ones, I'm pretty sure. Like, last I recall, the rarity, or how deep you go, does not determine the rarity of the dead ends that you find. From what I can tell, it's evenly distributed. Unless someone has data mined it. But I haven't really seen anything to indicate that higher level areas have higher level rooms on average. Seems to be pretty random. Oh, this path's going way too deep. We're already committed to it. We can't go back out now. Hello, Chad. Welcome back. Nice. Okay, we did get one, and only one, unless this gives us torches. Come on, legendary. Was it worth it? 50 gems for this, whatever this drop is. Almost guaranteed not worth it, but who knows, maybe we'll get the legend out of it. Because if this doesn't drop torches, we can't scout anything with one torch. Yeah, what do we got? Nothing! Oh, unfortunate. Oh, we actually do know that this is a dead end. Okay, if this is somehow a room, I will spend something on it, I guess. There's no way this is, though. I'll do it just for the fun of it. It's probably just a dead end, Not a dead end of value. I'll find out in a second. Yep, it's just a dead end. Alright, well, that's our last torch. We got 3 red runics for 50 gems. So, nothing. Oh, so we're almost at 100 mil. Gold. Oh, there's the pet upgrade from earlier. Well, it feels weird seeing no mail here because we always keep stalling our XP boosters these days. I used them all up last night. We did a full hour of gold boost, soul boost, EXP boost, and Palooza simultaneously last night. It was a lot of fun. So, wow, we still need 1 billion copies of this thing. Anyways, with that being said, let's go run 2 last Paloozas. I don't have the timer up. Let me go get a timer. Let's go do the very last 2 Paloozas for the weekend. And see what we got. We technically only need to do 1 more, but might as well do 2. Can't just do 1. Oh, also, for the first time ever, we're going to have a surplus of 10 plus, after a long time of not having a surplus of 10 plus. So we finally got back to keeping a 10 plus stack, which I'm going to try to do going forward. Unless we absolutely have to use them. But we are officially back to maintaining 10 plus surplus. After, like, a year of not doing so. No, I don't have time to do 4. Actually, I almost don't even have time to do 2. Because pretty much as soon as it hits 9, I kind of want to be done, though, we are going to be going probably to about 9:10. Because I want to get to bed really early tonight. So we can cover the video before I go. Because if I don't cover the video before I go, the weekly video is not going to be up until, like, mid-Tuesday. If I don't get it done by Monday morning. Alright, what do I need? I need to go, Palooza. Let's go straight into it. So Forge, other, Palooza time. And, oh, wait, let me go, change the thing so I can actually see. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go finish out the Palooza event. And we'll do 2 more. Also, we'll hand out the code, after this Palooza. Oh, also, I forgot, I got a Mimic in, finally. I'm not sure how, I've only seen 1 Mimic all weekend. But I've only seen 1 Mimic all weekend, and it's currently on my Cinemirage. And I completely forgot about that. We'll need to grab it after this. Yeah, there's a Mimic on our Cinemirage right now. Didn't actually click it to show it right now, but it is there. I'll do it after this Palooza. I completely forgot about it until I clicked on the kingdom. It's like, wait, there's still a Mimic here. I'm not sure why I stalled it. Normally I stall the tier 5 ones, but since it's the only Mimic we somehow found all weekend, I figured might as well. We should have seen like 5 or 6 Mimics by now. I have no clue how we've only seen 1. Yeah, who knows, maybe we'll get a 5 times that actually drops the Mythic. I haven't gotten a Spear Horde Mimic in 2 years? 2.5 years? Whenever the feature launched, I got 2 of them within like 3 months, and then I have not gotten a single one since. And they've been out for almost 3 years now. Like 2.5, going on to 3 years, I believe. But we've gotten really unlucky within that time. Because that's a solid 2 years of Explorer that we have not seen a single Horde Mimic. Obviously, we haven't been doing Explorer as much in that time. But we've still been doing Explore, just maybe not as much as, like, at its peak. The main thing that actually made us slow down on it quite a bit was the orb rework. Because you could just get... It basically invalidated needing to grind Nishas, in a sense. Because you could just bypass them with Orbs of Glory. So it made doing Explore 12 a lot less desirable, unless you're just doing it for, like, gold or stuff. You still get trait stones and stuff from it. The lower rarity ones are still kind of useful for getting everything upgraded. But now, Anus and Nishas don't really mean much. Because you just use Orbs of Glory for pretty much everything now. Particularly for Mythics. But eventually you're going to have enough that they sink into Legends as well. I think we're already at the point where I can start spending my bronze ones on Legends. Oh, is that something we still need to go do? A mega upgrading stream for all of our Mythics. I believe I'm pretty much at the point, if not already at the point. I think we might do it after we open these Vault Keys. We're going to open the Vault Keys we currently have sometime within the next week or two. Claim all the XP for it and put it towards the hero class we still haven't maxed. And then with that, I think we officially have enough bronze Orbs of Glory in order to max every Mythic in the game currently. So we're probably going to have a very long stream where we go do that. Though it probably wouldn't be that long. I think it would take like 20 to 30 minutes to use them all. We'd have to use about 130 of them? 150? How many Mythics are there these days? I think we've only upgraded about a dozen of them or so. So yeah, we'd have to do almost like 150 of them. It doesn't take that long. It probably takes like a good 15-20 seconds per each. But then we'll officially have a bronze level on every Mythic in the game. We could even start silvering some of them if we really wanted to. And obviously golding as well, because our silver and gold numbers should actually be pretty similar right now. I haven't checked it in a while. I kind of want to go check after this Palooza now that I think about it. We got a lot of things to go check. I'll probably forget to check half of them after this Palooza's done. We'll hand out a code, go check a couple things. And then 30 of the Palooza. Because I'm actually not sure if I have more golds or more silvers right now. Which might seem like a weird question because silvers are easier to get than gold. But surprisingly, that's not quite the case. Like when we did the Vault Key opening the other day, when we opened all of our keys, our 500 Vault Keys on, what was that, Thursday night? We actually got 3 golds before we got even a single silver. And by the end of it all, we had 3 golds to 2 silvers. Despite, obviously, silvers having a higher chance. They're 3% instead of 2%. The other thing is, for some amount of time, though these days I throw an orb on both, or torch on both, or lantern, whatever it's called. But for a little while there, I was only using lanterns on the gold room, rather than the gold, silver, and final room. Which means I was getting 2 gold for every 1 silver at one point in Underspire. But now we do both of them. So my gold amount might actually be surprisingly similar to what our silver is right now. In theory, we should have about 50% more silver. But in actuality, I think both numbers are nearly identical. We probably still have slightly more silvers. But not by 50%, that's for sure. Maybe by like 5 or 10. Or 20 at absolute most. Definitely not 50% more. Wait, you got 285 million gold this Vault weekend? How much did you grind? Oh, no wonder. You did 1,800 Vault keys in 196 Epic. Okay, that would make sense. That's quite a grind. Nice. Yeah, the gold number threw me off for a second. But if you went for that many, I guess it makes sense. Did you open all the Vault keys too? Because that gold number still seems really high. Unless you were doing it all in, like, Explore 12 or something. Oh, that or really high VP number. I almost forgot about that. Max VP gets like double the amount of gold almost compared to what we're getting. You only have 8 number 3 gnomes. Only found 1 extra the whole weekend. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. It's really discouraging. Honestly, we did really good on gnomes this weekend. Because it might not seem like it, I actually farmed less than normal this weekend. Yeah, I actually have like 2 to 3 times more than I normally would have. Despite actually farming a bit less this weekend compared to average. It's not that noticeable because we got so lucky. I got so many 2s and 3s this weekend. The ones we actually need. Like, normally I'm just getting 1s and 4s. But honestly, I barely even got any this weekend. It was almost all 2 and 3. But yeah, we've easily gone like 3-5 hours before without getting a single one of the one we need. And it is super, super discouraging, but we got really lucky this weekend, luckily. It's definitely a lot more motivating when you get lucky. Also slightly less so, because I tend to go for a certain threshold every weekend. So if I'm getting like ultra, ultra, ultra lucky like we did this weekend, I feel the need to farm slightly less. Which is why we overall farmed less, despite getting like more than twice as many as we normally would. Because I'm pretty sure I farmed about 3 less hours than I normally would on a given weekend. You'd have more than twice as many. It's just weird how it falls sometimes. Though our Mimics was also kind of weird. We went really dry on Mimics this week. We should have seen at least 5 by now, and I've seen only 1 all weekend. Also, I'm not looking forward to going to the dentist tomorrow. I always hate dentist trips, to be honest. It was one of the other side factors of why I haven't gone for so long. I'm just really bad at keeping my mouth open for a long duration of time. This is such an awkward position. Luckily, it doesn't take that long. Like, I'll probably be there only for like an hour. Maybe like an hour and a half tops. Whereas last time I was there for like 3-4 hours. Mostly because they were doing a bunch of fillings and stuff and a cleaning. Like they were doing almost everything on one day. And I'm pretty much getting the rest done tomorrow. I do have to go to a specialty place to get my tooth removed though. Which I haven't even made the appointment for that. I do need to get done at some point, but it's not like super high priority. Sometime within the next month. You got 10 each of your lowest? Yeah, I did pretty good this weekend. I think we got like 15 each of our lowest. Despite grinding less than we normally do, which is kind of insane. We got really lucky this weekend. And it wasn't even necessarily that I was getting more verses. I was just getting the verses we actually needed. Because the overall amount of verses I got this weekend was about on par. Maybe a little bit higher. But every verse I was getting were the ones we actually needed. Rather than stockpiling the ones we already have a billion of. Like, I was legitimately getting, like, verse 2, then the next fight verse 3, then verse 2, then verse 3. I had, like, a triple chain going on. Whereas on most weekends, I was just getting all 1s and 4s. Which are the ones we have way too many of. Also, one other weird thing that happened this weekend is our verse 3 actually became our not lowest for some duration. We never got to see it on stream because during the day it flipped again. But there was a short duration where verse 2 was actually my lowest again. But then immediately called back up. I think it's like 6 higher now. But it was down by 1 on Friday. And then flipped right back. Yeah, there was like a billion things I wanted to go check after this timer ends. And I don't think I remember a single one other than handing out redeem code. Oh yeah, I think I remember. I wanted to check how many bronze, silver, and gold medals I had. There's also something else I wanted to check that I already forget what it was though. Yeah, we'll hand out code. We'll go check our bronze, silver, gold. Because I believe if we have over 150 bronze right now, I'm pretty sure we can max every mythic in the game. I forget how many there are in the current state of the game. About 150 relative to how many we already have upgraded should be enough. Good night, Miss Insane Witch. Thanks for stopping by. I wanted to check the Horde Mimic. Oh, yeah! Thank you. Yeah, I gotta go do the Mimic. Yeah, I gotta get the Mimic off of Cinemirage. Just in case we get a Mimic here. Because otherwise I'll have to go all the way and drag it to the corner. So I do want to take out that Mimic. So in case we get another Mimic, we can just go straight from Wild Plains back to Cinemirage, or Cinemirage to Wild Plains. Though if we're doing a Palooza, it doesn't really matter where we go as long as it's on Explore 1. Problem is they only have like 3 to 4 kingdoms currently set to Explore 1 right now. Hey, Celestial Rune. It's weird that there's not a Trait Stone sync for any of the Arcanes. There's a Celestial sync for a couple things, but there's not an Arcane sync. One thing that they could at least do is have every Arcane, like 3 Arcanes become a Celestial or something. And then have Celestials be like an actual Trait Stone sync. I think that's the only way they could really fix their whole Trait Stone situation. Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe you can already upgrade all the way up to Arcane. But the problem is, there's no way to upgrade from Arcane to Celestial. And if you did, for every single Arcane, then all you'd have to do is just add a big Celestial Trait Stone sync. And that would kind of fix their Trait Stone sync. Similar can happen to Ingots. Just add a Mythic Ingot sync. Because all of them are already upgradable to Mythic. Because adding a Mythic Ingot sync adds a sync for all of them. That's not horrible, I guess. Could have been better. Alright, couple things. How many gold glory orbs are we at? Oh, we do have enough. I'm pretty sure 166 is more than enough. We need to double check how many mythics are in the game, but I'm pretty sure it's like, what, 150-ish these days? 160-ish? Plus we already have like 10-ish upgraded. So yeah, we can officially go, and especially after we go open all those Volkeys. Because we're still going to be opening like about another 300-something Volkeys. But yeah, we do have enough to probably add for, honestly, a couple weeks now. If not months. But we do officially have enough Lesser Orbs of Glory to max every mythic in the game to bronze rarity. And yeah, I was right. I said it's probably only like a 5 difference. It's a 6 difference. I said it's like somewhere from 5 to 10, and it's exactly 6. I only have 6 more silvers than I do gold. Despite the drop rates, meaning this should be like 50% higher. Like it should be a 3 to 2 ratio. Like I should be having, well, not 3 to 2, but, I don't know, does that check out? Because let's say theoretically we had 100. I should, in theory, have 60 to 40. But yeah, the gap should be way bigger. But it's mostly because of Underworld that's not, or Underspire, I mean. Yeah, the golds are so close. They're nearly the same number. That's kind of funny. Alright. How many writs do I have? What does this convert to? No, wait. 5,000 of these is a deed book. So I have 12 purple deed books right now. I need 28 to upgrade a kingdom. So we're not even halfway on getting a second purple kingdom. Because I'm Alan on purple deeds right now too. Yeah, we're not even halfway to a deed book there, unfortunately. Okay, anyways. What's the other thing? Oh yeah, let me go do the vault thing. Oh yeah, I also gotta go hand out a code. So many things. Okay, let's go see what we have here. Hopefully we get a 5 times, and hopefully we get a Horde Mimic to break our Horde Mimic dry streak. We're over 30 kills on them and still have not gotten one. To my understanding, it's about a 1 in 10. And by that, I mean like tier 5 rooms. Like anytime you get a tier 5, I believe it's about a 10% chance you'll get a Horde Mimic troop. And we're about 30 kills in or so without getting a single one of the tier 5 rooms killed. So if it is a 110, we're at least triple drop rate, if not more over. Oh, we didn't even get it. Oh, we got double guard token. Oh, that's disappointing. Anyways, was there anything else I wanted to go check other than hand out redeem code? I think that was it. Alright, let me go set my team back to normal. Actually, you know what? We'll even switch back to Cinemirage. Why not? Let's see. Let me go get my team back. And then we'll go run one last Palooza. Oh, yeah, so we need to go to update our numbers as well. Let me go do that. Oh, so I think we're officially at 300. So we've met our goal, but I'm still going to run one more Palooza, I believe. One final Palooza to end it all. Alright. Let's see. What are we doing here? Doing this, just setting the team. Let me go hand out code. So unfortunately, only one code tonight. I am actually running really, really low. And we're not going to be getting any in a couple days. I don't think we're going to get it till the second week of next month. So I got to make what we currently have last until pretty much next week's Monday, or next week's Sunday. So we got to make what we have last like an entire week. So unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to hand out one a day until about a week from now. But anyways, there's our one Volky. You know what? Let's just claim it. Pity key, into the pile you go. Okay, so let's go see what our tally is right now. This does include all of our pity, but I'll go check how many pities we got at the end. Oh, we're already at our goal. Look at that. We could technically stop right now. Oh, I'm still going to throw one more. But we have already met our goal. We are at 305, counting pity. Pity should be at about 37 right now. Epics, we started at 7, which means we're at 37 right. Gosh, why are we doing so good on epics this week? We're doing absurdly good on epics. This might actually be one of our best epic weeks ever. It doesn't even feel like we've been getting that many, but apparently we have been. The weirdest part is, I have gotten 0 epic Volkies from angels this weekend. Actually, I'm not even sure if I got a Volky from an angel this weekend. I was getting a lot of deeds. Lots and lots of deeds from angels this weekend. But I know 100% for sure I have not gotten a single epic key from an angel all weekend. Despite the number still being absurdly more than what it should be right now. We're getting really lucky on them. Anyways, let's go end it with one last Palooza. This will be the final Palooza of the weekend. I'm probably going to grab a quick bite to eat and head to bed. So I can get the video out early tomorrow. Alright, there we go. And hopefully I do get it out early tomorrow. I might be too tired to record it in the morning, we'll see. But if it doesn't get out by... If it's basically not up by like 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's probably not getting up until like noon Tuesday. So hopefully we get it out tomorrow. Very early. Luckily, there's not too much to go over next week. Actually, I say that. There actually is. Because we have to go do the trial thingy. Because we actually have a new trial for once. I think there's only 5 kingdoms that haven't had one yet. And one of them is happening tomorrow. What's the weekend event? Wasn't it just Bounty Hunter? Because Bounty Hunter's pretty much nothing. So yeah, pretty standard week next week. Everything starts happening the following week, though. When we start to have a lot going on. Because that's when the Lunar New Year event starts. And then we're getting basically double holidayed between that and the Valentine's event stuff. And no problem for the code, everyone. Enjoy. If anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. 'Cause once that timer is gone, we're probably out of here. Hey, Epic Volky again. It's hello, Outlander. Also, there is still a small chance we won't be streaming tomorrow night, by the way. We likely will be. But if we're not here, yeah, that's why. Because the whole dentist thing. I assume after, like, 10 hours, it'll be fine. Because I'll have 10 hours between when everything happens and, you know, when we stream. But I know, I was still having a headache and stuff even, like, the day after. When I got it done last time. But I should be more used to it now, in theory. And we'll find out. Because it really knocked me out last time. But they're doing far less tomorrow, and it's way earlier in the day. Like, the other day we canceled the stream, they weren't done until like 5:30 p.m. And we normally start at 8. Whereas they should be done by noon this time around. Probably even earlier than that, actually. Because I actually was going to set the appointment closer to noon. But, I didn't realize they have, like, a lunch break for, like, an hour. Midday, which I guess makes sense. But they have, like, a mandated lunch break thing. And, it actually falls, like, almost exactly at noon. So now that I think about it, I have never worked a normal job that has had a dedicated lunch break time. Because every job I've ever had, you would just eat, like, before or after work. Not during, like, work hours. I've never had a job where during the job you have lunch break. Every job I've ever had that was of the normal variety have always just been you work and then either just eat before you get there or eat after. The only exception to that was a restaurant. But we didn't have, like, a dedicated time to it. It just, they would give us food sometimes. It's, like, the closest I've had to it. But that kind of makes sense for a restaurant. Sounds like an interesting sweatshop. I don't know, most shops are kind of like that, wouldn't they be? Like, I highly doubt a cash register at, like, any given store gets, like, a dedicated 1-hour break between their shifts. It would be, they would have, like, a, 6 to 8 hour shift, or probably 7 because they gotta keep it out under the minimum, so they don't have to pay for insurance or anything. But for their 7-hour shifts, and then they would probably have to eat either before or after. I highly doubt they get, like, an hour break between, like, a 3 and 4 hour shift. To break up the 7-hour. We worked at a Kroger. Does a Kroger still exist? It sounds like one of those store names that probably died during the pandemic. Or maybe I'm just confusing it for Kmart. Like, aside from Walmart's, I can't think of a single convenience store that has been increasing in number near me. They've all just been closing down. Except the Walmarts that keep multiplying for some reason. Another epic Volky. Like, there's actually entire parking lots near me. Or what do you call those? Cul-de-sacs? No, there's a special name for it. But, I don't know, what are those sections called where there's like a billion parking and then like a bunch of stores nearby? There are entire empty locations near me. As in thousands upon thousands of parking spots. And like maybe 3 stores out of like a few dozen that are even open in a given area. Like it's complete ghost town. But how many are closed down in some sections? Actually happen, I believe, to where the Taco Bell is near too. Like it's just a Taco Bell and like 2 other convenience stores, and every other place is just shut down. Like the main bulk of the parking lot isn't even used. It's basically just overfill for the Taco Bell because how popular the Taco Bell is. Like the whole parking lot is pretty much only used for Taco Bell overfill. For when they have too much during like lunch hours. Yeah, I've never bought in groceries online. Actually, I haven't even ever bought in food item online. I've had food items from online, mostly from Isabel sending it to us. But aside from that, I've never really bothered ordering a food item online before. I'm just always skeptical to how long it might be sitting on a shelf or what their storage system might be. Especially for something like Amazon. You never know sometimes. Especially for like refrigerated things and stuff. I'd just be very skeptical of it. Or for things that have a high shelf life, it doesn't really matter as much. But yeah, I've never ordered groceries online. It's definitely like an in-person activity. Just because of how many foods just go so quickly. Between dairy and vegetables and stuff like that. Fruits. Hello, J. Shar. Welcome, welcome. Yep, last few minutes on our palooza. It's definitely the last one we're running for now. We technically already met our goal even before starting this Palooza. That just felt weird if we only did one. There's also a second Vol event weekend in a row that we actually got it done in 12 instead of 13. Which actually on the luckier side. Especially for how many epic Volkeys we got. Because generally getting more epic Volkeys means you're getting less normal Volkeys. As every epic Volkey you get is one less normal Volkey. Because the way the drop table works is there's a 10% chance whenever you get a Volkey that's epic instead. This doesn't count for pity keys, but for pretty much every other instance of Volkeys in the game, it's a 10% chance. And this is a static Volkey drop. Like, for example, when we have like a weekly thing where it says, hey, you get a Volkey for this, it just always gives you a Volkey. But anything like gnomes and such that roll for it, it has a 10% chance that it will be epic each time. A lot of things in this game are like at 10% rate. Between like mimics and paloozas and a few other things. A lot of 10%. Oh, so we did fall a little bit short of how far I would be leveled, or thought we'd be leveled. Because I said we'd probably get to 98. But we're actually just barely below it. Probably hit it either tomorrow night or Tuesday. Also, once again, just to reiterate, there is a small chance we won't be streaming tomorrow night. We likely will be. But if we're not here, we're going to have a really busy Tuesday, that's for sure. We're going to have a really long stream on Tuesday. If we don't have a stream on Monday. We should have a stream on Monday. It's not even like being able to talk that will be the issue. It's mostly just if I feel that lightheaded again. Because I was like really loopy after it. Like a big migraine from it. I think it's the final one. Oh, nice. Double soul into a glory. Ignore him. Ignore the random Damon, no. Give it a few extra seconds. And let's go check our final tally. Yeah, Volkey. Unfortunately, it doesn't get multiplied. Oh, good. It was on the Damon Gnome, though. The worst one. And tribute's ready. You know it's been an hour. There we go. Alright, let's go claim our last 2 Volkeys. Let's go check how many pity keys we have. Oh, there's a redeem code we handed out earlier. A little bit less gold, but we'll be getting double gold all next month for the codes we have. All right, let's do some quick math. What is 195 divided by 5 minus 1? Actually, it's even easier. Just do 190 divided by 5. 38. Yep. 38 pity keys. So 38 of our total, whatever we have, is pity. But let's get our tally. We are at 324, so pity did push us over. 324, 38 of which were pity. For epic, it was... we started at 7. Wait, where'd it go? So we did 30... Wow, that's still so many. We did 38, right? 1, 2, 3... No, 36. Yeah, we did 36. That's still... Wait. How did my number go down? Oh, maybe I over-added at one point. Hold up. That makes more sense. Okay. Though we're still above average on how many epic Volkeys we got, even if it is 36. Wait, I think I did math wrong at one point. Yeah. We actually got 36 epic Volkeys. I slightly did math wrong at one point. Whoops. That makes sense. Okay. So we're not absurdly above as I thought we were. But we started at 1107. And we're now at 143. So you just have to minus 7 from that, which would be 36. So, yeah, we still did good on epic Volkeys, but not as good as I thought we did. That's still insanely good, though. But it wasn't, like, absurdly absurd. That's a lot more reasonable. Because otherwise, that number would have been, like, 39 or 40 after that Palooza. Yeah, 36 for that many Volkeys is a bit more reasonable. We're still above average, because you have to keep in mind, we got a minus, like, the 30-something for pity. So we should only have about 33. We should have about 33 epic Volkies, but we actually got 36. And not a single one was from Angel. That was all from just the drops. So we got about 3 more epic Volkies than we should have. So it wasn't as good as I thought it was, but it was still above average for epic Volkies. And speaking of things that were above average, we did insane on Paloozas. After opening 13, we still have 13 left. And I farmed less this weekend, not more. Which is the insane part. Like, with the same amount of farming, we'd be left at, like, 2 some weekends. And we're actually left with 13 right now. We did so good on these two. You can even tell based on difference. We were as high as, like a 60, 70 difference here at one point. But we got, like, no verse 1s or 4s this weekend. It was all 2 and 3. Got really lucky. Anyways, guys, I think we're going to be calling it here. If you still want to partake in the event, there's still time. It is still going on for, like, what, 4 more hours? It is still going on for another 4 hours, 42 minutes. I personally won't be able to grind it all during that time. But definitely make sure to do so if you have the time to. Definitely a lot of loot to be earned in 4 hours, that is for sure. Or almost 5 hours. Aside from that, we will hopefully be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. If we are not, then we will be back on Tuesday, for sure, 100%. I should be back tomorrow night. I don't see any reason we won't be. However, there's a chance we won't, so just be mindful if we're not here randomly. Also, hopefully I'll have the Monday video up, or the weekly video up, early tomorrow morning. Because if not, it's probably not going to be up till Tuesday. So hopefully we can get that up early before I go. Because I will not be able to talk for at least a couple hours immediately after the thing. So, yeah, hopefully get it all done next morning. Hopefully it will be perfectly fine by tomorrow night. And then we'll be back to normal. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful week. I will catch you guys soon. And thank you so much for watching. Bye, everyone.